Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And I was just reading this article here dealing with this, what's going on right now. All right, they're saying that, this is from abcnews.com, and they're saying NYC subway shootings updates says multiple shot and suspect at large. And basically they said that, I believe this is in Brooklyn or so, and they claim that there was an individual that shot multiple people on, I believe, the N train or so. But as we read this, it might tell us a bit more information, and that there were multiple explosives found. All right, so let's read this real quick, and see what we can get out of this. Now it says, also being that now with the times we're in, all right, knowing how anything could go down, anyway, we have to always be circumspect, all right, both when we're, out and about, and also, just in your every day-to-day life, all right, as the scriptures say, not being ignorant of any matter, small or great. Okay, so it says here, police are searching for a gunman after multiple people were shot on the New York City subway system during Tuesday morning rush hour, according to police sources. It says 13 people were injured, according to FDNY. It's not immediately clear how many of the injured were shot. The victims were taken to hospitals in varying conditions. Now it says the incident, reported just before 8:30 a.m. local time, appears to have started on a northbound N subway car in Brooklyn. The 36th Street subway station in Sunset Park and the 25th Street station in Greenwood Heights were also impacted. And, all this comes amidst, I believe, if not yesterday, I know either this week or last week, there was some talk about Biden, doing some action dealing with gun violence. All right. You also had news coming out today dealing with the inflation being at, I think it said 41-year high. Okay. And I think they said it was about 8.5% or so. Okay. But, you pretty much have a lot of things going on now. We're going to keep our eyes on this situation and see, because oftentimes, you may have a certain incident that may seem like, oh, well, it's just, one of these, but we know how they work when it comes to events like this, okay, and how it can, they can spiral it into something more. So whether this was, organic, or whether it was, controlled, we got to wait and see what comes out of it. Okay, as the scriptures say, be not ignorant of any matter, small or great. So we got to watch as these things take place. So it says here, where we at? It says there was smoke on the N train prior to it pulling into the 36th station, or 36th Street. Police said a source told ABC News multiple smoke devices were likely used. All right. It says here the NYC Police Department said there are no active explosive devices. Let's see. Yeah, they said they found some inactive explosives. So I mean, that's whatever this individual was planning. Must have been some, if it is related to him, that must have been some real intense stuff right there, huh? It says authorities are still searching for the suspect, who may have been wearing a reflective vest and a gas mask. Schools in the area are on shelter-in-place protocols, officials said. Students are being kept inside, but the school day is going on as normal. How the hell is... Anyway, you have here, it says the FBI is assisting NYPD officials from the ATF are at the scene. All right, and then it goes on, now it says, I believe this is Jen Psaki. It says, POTUS has been briefed on the latest developments regarding the New York City subway shooting. White House senior staff are in touch with Mayor Adams and Police Commissioner Sewell to offer any assistance as needed. And what's interesting is this guy Eric Adams came in there and he basically said he's going to be the Biden, I think, of Brooklyn or so. And we all know what their motive is concerning guns. So events like this, like I said, whether it's staged or whether it's it's organic, they all help to push that that agenda of gun control. Like this is one of those where they say, well, see why we need gun control, or see why we need to take away guns, because things like this happen and it's getting out of hand. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else on here. All right, so that's pretty much it on that part. But let me actually get a few precepts here, because like I said, we're living in a time, all right, where you got a lot of things going on, but we know how these things go, especially in this land. When something happens, you always have to, you got to first give it a bit of time, but watch what is the narrative that's coming of this story. And that gives you more insight as to, how real, or, what the real motive behind it is. So let's first go to, I believe is the book of Ephesians. Let's see. Circumspect. All right, and it's very, hold up. Circumspectly. There we go. This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 15. And keep in mind too, now, especially now, when the weather is getting warmer, if you observe in the spirits usually get more active in the summertime. So especially for us, we have to always be circumspect. Don't just be going about just everywhere. If you don't got places to be, and there's no need for you there, then you shouldn't be there. Okay, especially now, and the scriptures say that we are in the evil days. Okay, so in these times, which matter of fact, let's read it. Ephesians 5 and 15, it says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." Meaning you got to watch all around you. Don't just walk around like an ignorant, just going about just doing whatever. It says redeeming the time because the days are evil. So the days are evil, so you got to know what time you're living in. All right. And this is why it's so important that we have the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai with us, because there's spirits out here, and the Lord is sending out these, let's get it. Issues. All right. Let's see. There we go. Psalm 68 and 20. It says, "He that is our God is the God of salvation, and unto the Most High, Yahweh, the Lord, belong the issues of death," or the issues from death. You see? So anybody that gets taken out, that's ultimately from the order of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. So judgment is going out regardless. Okay, judgment is going out. Now I want to get one more. All right, which is I believe it's in the book of, let's see. There we go. Zephaniah 3, verse 5. It says, "The just Lord, Yahweh, is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light." It says, "He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame." Okay, and as you know, as we read in this article, it talked about how early, right before, it said early, a little before 8:30 a.m. or so. Okay, or around that time. Now, like I'm gonna say, while I get this last precept, here in the book of 2 Corinthians. All right, we also have to keep in mind that, like I said, this could be staged, it could be organic, but we know that these devils have an agenda, and they're not just gonna sit there and just sit and do nothing. We know that they push, a lot of their heavy push for their narratives come by way of events. They need tragedy, they need events, they need crisis, whether on a high scale or on a low scale, to propel or evoke pathos, emotion in the people to allow them to implement their narratives. All right, this is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. See? So we got to wait and see, because eventually they either going to say they caught him, or they still looking for him, or they found some information that led them to give them some insight on what was his motive, what was his agenda, why did he do it. And at the end of it all, the momentum for gun control is still there, because you had people that got shot. All right. So we got to watch and see how that goes. But like I said, as the scriptures say, be not ignorant of any matter small or great. So whether this could turn into something big or whether it stays like this, it's all still pushing towards one narrative. Okay. So, I mean, hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Let's watch and see what happens. But just keep in mind that these devils are getting ready to do something. All right. And these are all just little pieces being moved on the chessboard, setting up that big piece. Anyway, with that, Lord willing, you are edified and informed. In closing, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. And until next time, Shalom.